With us now exclusively this morning, attorneys Dick Harpootlian and Jim Griffin, who lead Alec Murdaugh's defense team. Gentlemen, good morning. Thanks for being here.
Good morning.
Good morning, Craig.
I know that you talked to Alec yesterday. What was your client's response to the decision?
Yeah, Craig, we had told him that the argument went very, very well. We were very hopeful in the result. He didn't believe that it could be possible. And then yesterday, he was very gracious, thankful, and he said, Jim, I'm seeing it, I'm reading it, and it's still hard to believe. But he's glad to get that moniker off of him as a convicted murderer of his wife and son. No doubt about that.
Dick, you said a few months ago when you were here, you said that you were confident that he would have, quote, a fair shot at acquittal if there was a retrial. What makes both of you so confident?
Well, I think that everyone says, well, the jury convicted him so quickly, evidence was overwhelming. If you take away all those financial crime, prejudicial, victims testifying, the Supreme Court talked about that yesterday, you've got no forensic evidence, no fingerprints, no eyewitness, no confession, no video. The only thing they have is this, he lied about where he was.
The Snapchat video.
Right. Other than that, the motive is paper thin, and maybe it's better to understand what they don't have. That's why they went all in on that financial crime stuff. And, of course, we know this jury was lobbied by the clerk of court to convict. So I think a retrial is going to result with a fair jury. I think gives him a chance for acquittal.
I remember several years ago you both talked about this investigation that you were starting to coincide with the actual law enforcement investigation. This investigation, I assume, has been going on for several years now. Has it yielded any new leads? Is there a new working theory about if it was not Alec, who it could have been?
We do have information that's been provided to us.
Since the trial?
Since the trial. And there are, frankly, a lot of people out there who believe in Alec's innocence, who continue to work and provide us information. But
what kind of information?
Well, potential third parties and potential motives, and we can't disclose it here right now and don't intend to.
Can you characterize the nature of it? I mean, are we talking text messages? Are we talking?
I can't characterize the nature of it, Craig.
And by the way, I wish we could talk about it, but I think this reversal is going to give us much more access to that information. Either these folks that were hesitant to tell everything will come forward and tell us that, but more importantly, we now have the power of subpoena. We have the power to investigate this using the legal process.
The reality is he's still going to spend a few decades in prison on the financial crimes.
Absolutely.
Is there a school of thought in which either of you think that a jury might be more willing to not convict him this time around, knowing that he is going to spend 20, 25 years in prison?
Jim?
I don't adhere to that school of thought. I mean, frankly, it will not technically, legally be before a jury. I mean, they won't know, but, as a practical matter, in the back of their mind, they probably will. And so, but I will tell you this, on a retrial, the statistics are in the favor of a defendant because you have a lot more recorded testimony of witnesses. You get to impeach them with inconsistencies, and so it'll be a totally different trial, I promise you.
A number of the jurors after the trial said that they thought Alec taking the stand was a mistake, that it hurt him. If in a retrial, does he take the stand again?
Well, everybody misunderstands. We don't tell a defendant to take the stand or not. We give them advice, especially when your client is a lawyer. They're going to make that independent judgment. So the guy that can answer that question isn't here this morning.
But I do want to point this out. That jury was tampered with. That jury was told, don't believe Alec before he got on the stand in so many words. And so the jurors came out saying, we didn't believe him, but they were coached to not believe him. And as the Supreme Court said, Becky Hill put her finger on the scale of justice and impacted the result of that trial.
The state has indicated they want to retry him quickly. If there's an about face and the state says, we're willing to offer a plea deal, we don't want to go through this again, we want to save the taxpayers some...
No plea.
You're not going to take a plea under any circumstances?
Under any circumstances.
He will never plead.
Never plead guilty.
Killing his wife and son, I promise you.
Never.
Why not?
Because he didn't do it. How about that?
And you remain convinced of that?
I remain convinced there's no evidence that he did. Okay?
How is the approach going to be different this time?
Well, I don't know that we ought to go into details on that, but because somebody, Alan Wilson, may be watching this.
The Attorney General of South Carolina. Really quickly, this is always a question I've wondered. You may not ask, but I'm still going to ask. Who pays you guys? I mean, this has been going on for several years now. He allegedly has no money. How are you guys being compensated?
I'm going to defer to Jim on this because this is a discussion he and I have all the time.
Yeah. So,
is it pro bono?
Craig, we got paid to try the first case.
Okay.
And there's no more money left. But when you do this work, you represent a criminal defendant. I mean, it's like you got paid for a job, and the job's not done. So, it's a loss leader right now. We're doing it. We're not getting paid, but we're going to see it through.
And we're looking for avenues to perhaps get some money for, expert, not for us, but for expert witnesses. Yeah. I mean, the costs in the first trial were $600,000.
Dig, Jim, I wish we had more time, but thank you. Thanks for making the trip out from South Carolina.
Thank you for inviting us.
We're going to have more on this case and what's next during a special new 2-hour Dateline NBC tomorrow night, 9 Eastern, 8 Central.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.